Oh, hello, everyone. We are very happy to have you with us tonight. And tonight we are going to be talking about how to get the best deals on the Young Living website and actually how to use the Young Living website because a lot of us get confused and a lot of things are confusing on the website. So we want to make sure our new customers understand and our loyalty members understand how to get the best deals on with Young Living because we want to make sure that you all get the most you can for the money you put out. We're also going to talk about what's free for you this month and why you might be interested in some of these products. So let's go ahead and start with freebies. How do you get the freebies? Well, the freebies come each month. They're always different at 100, 200, and 300 tiers of PV. PV is not always dollar for dollar what something costs, but it could be. So what you want to do is when you're about to put your order in, you want to look, what are your PV? Because maybe your PV are 95 and at PV 100, you would get a free Raven. So this, you would not be getting this Raven, you'll be getting a big Raven and it sells for 50 some dollars. I don't have the numbers right here in front of me, but imagine 50 some dollars you'll be getting for free if you spend $100. So that is why the freebies are important to pay attention to. So what is Raven? Let's talk about this particular Young Living oil blend called Raven. Raven is for your lungs. It is a beautiful oil for your lungs. What is in Raven? There's an oil called Ravanzara that's in there, eucalyptus, radiata, lemon, peppermint, and wintergreen. So it's a powerhouse oil for your lungs. I'm sure when I'm done, Claudia's got a lot to tell you about Raven too. So this is the oil that pulled everybody through who needs help with their lungs in the past and today. If you want to support your lungs, Raven is the go-to oil. There's another one called RC, but Raven is really a powerhouse oil. And this is free this month if you order 100 PV. So what else do I want to tell you? You can put it in the diffuser. It's cool. It's minty. It smells a lot like eucalyptus and peppermint to me. And it is cooling on the body. So that is what Raven is. Let me see if I have a graphic that I can show you all. I do have some graphics here tonight. I don't want to forget to show you. So here is what is free. And I'm going to be telling you about to start with, and then the other girls are going to add some too, what I have to say. Okay, so Raven. Raven is your 100 PV. I'm not sure. Hold on, they're asking me something. Hopefully I answered it properly. Zoom can now do something. I don't know. I agreed to let them do something. Okay. So Raven is your 100 PV. And so most of us are going to buy a few things, maybe toothpaste, maybe dental floss, maybe shampoo, maybe a beauty cream, maybe some oils for our diffusers. So think about switching out other products you would buy, your cleaners, your supplements, your vitamin B, your vitamin C, your vitamin D, and make it so you have 100 PV so you get Raven. This is just, and it's the 15 mil. I'm just holding up the 5 mil here, but you'll be getting the 15 mil. You can make chest rubs with it with some coconut oil. Raven is a beautiful, beautiful oil. So if you need your Ningxia Red for a month or two, you might hit the 200 PV. Just look at the PV right next to the cost. You'll see the cost and then you'll see PV. And if you hit 200 PV, you're going to be getting longevity. So how many of you have ever used longevity? Anybody ever used longevity? Claudia, what do you think about longevity?
Longevity is an important oil because of the frankincense, and it's pay attention to the word. It's for people that want longevity, longevity in your cells, longevity in your health, longevity in your immune system. So longevity is something that we've also used as a supplement. We have a supplement named longevity. So that broadens the specter of how you can use longevity personally.
Thanks. And Pam, what do you have to say about longevity?
Well, we had a challenge one time, and I put it in a capsule, and it did help my skin, and it also helped my fingernails. So, but I put it in a capsule. I didn't take it, straight or anything. I did it in a capsule. I
Oh,
like it. I really like it.
nice, nice. So what is it? Let me tell you first of all what's in here in longevity. And what's in longevity? Claudia mentioned frankincense, thyme, orange, clove. All of those together are in there. And it pairs well with, this give you an idea of a way you can use it too, Immu Power and Thieves for immune system support. So thyme is great for a healthy lifestyle. Orange is good for cleaning the air, deodorizing. I don't know if I'd say deodorizing, refreshing your air. Orange is that's what's great for making things smell good, okay? Clove is cleansing, perfect for the fall. Frankincense is grounding and calming. So those are all these oils that are in this particular blend longevity. And you'll be getting a big one like this, 15 mil. So notice as Pam brought out, it's mentioned it's great in your skincare routine. So you can also use it for a relaxing massage with a roller ball on the top for your muscles. So it has a ton of different uses, this oil. So this is a nice one. If you're getting close to the 200 PV, we'll explain a little bit more about that later. I'll show you. But you might want to pump it to the 200 PV so you get the free longevity. Last but not least, if you hit the 300 PV, if you guys were on earlier, you heard me yelling at my husband because he was eating these like candy. These are Immu gummies. If you hit the 300 PV, you get these for free. This is great for your wellness routine. What's in here? Elderflower and lime gummies. That's what they are. Let me show you. So these taste good. Obviously, they're great for the whole family. Anybody from 4 years up to our age, believe it or not, no sugar in them. A lot of Immu gummies that you buy they're packed with sugar, and it kind of negates all the good stuff that might be in there. But this is for your immune system. So this is the Immu gummy. I didn't eat any today, so I'm going to eat one right now. But the Immu gummies, they taste really, really nice for all the goodness that is in them. Anybody have Immu gummies? What do you think about them? Immu gummies. Go ahead, Claudia.
If you're a 2020 survivor, that elderberry, the Immu gummies was put together so people can recoup from what happened to us 2020. It is a huge help for the lungs and the respiratory system, and it's so delicious. You only need two a day. They really don't recommend more than two a day. So you have to control yourself because even Chris eating it, it looks like she's eating candy. So it's easy to put your children on it. The kids' vitamins that are at Walmart, so much sugar, so much food coloring. So to have an Immu gummy that has absolutely no sugar, that can help your lungs recoup, repair, get strong, especially for someone like me. My lungs are my weak point in my body. So Immu gummies is a staple. I'm never without Immu gummies.
So let me show you now that I've taken that down. Immu gummies are here. In case you didn't see it before, it's just a little picture. I'm going to show you. Should I eat another one? I didn't have any.
Go ahead.
Here we go. That's an Immu gummy. Who knows
Oh,
how
they're
many
big.
days?
They're big.
They're
Yeah, but they're
nice.
soft.
You didn't give us much chance to analyze it.
She
you want
ate
to
so
analyze?
fast. She's so.
Sorry. Well, I didn't eat
I'll
today
go
yet.
get mine. Hold on one second. I'll go get mine.
I've been on the run. There you go. You want to analyze it? There you go. There's another one. I'm not eating this one because I already had two.
Okay. Yeah.
But
All
they're
right.
really, really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're gooey, like a gummy, but they're full of goodness and no sugar. Don't forget that because you can run out.
Do you keep
Give
yours
me
in
one.
the
Give
fridge?
me one. Oh yeah.
Do you
Okay.
keep them in the fridge?
Nope.
How much are they? How much is that?
They're about 40. But the elderberry stuff that I looked online costs more.
So there's quite a few in there, right? How
There's
much?
60.
60 in there. Okay.
Yep.
That's a good
So when
bump.
what I do is when I feel my lungs need support, lately we've been doing it pretty most days. That's when I eat them. I don't eat them every single day, but when I feel like, okay, what's that? Then I'll eat my Imu gummies. So I want to explain to you, first of all, let me just finish this up. Back to longevity so you guys can really see it. This blend with the frankincense we were telling you about, good for your skin, good for your immune system, good for everything. And Raven, which is the lung oil. So these were the ones that we were telling you about. I think I had oh, Claudia, go ahead and say something so your picture comes up and they can see the big one that she has.
Okay, hold on. I'm still chewing. I wanna show you something I do with Raven. So I'm not gonna say anything, but just follow me.
Wow.
You got to say something because we're looking at Mary Lee right now.
Okay, so I put it in my hands. I do a little hole so you could and suck it in through your mouth and feel it in the back of your throat. It's good for all of you. This is a very brutal season for me. The rains are making a lot of things bloom. So my hands are wet. I put them together. I open it up like this, suck it in. Hold it, hold it. You'll feel it in the back of your throat. You could swallow if you want, but you will feel that you are empowering your lungs. And so I try to have Raven. I can do that with Raven, with RC, with Breathe Again. And I do lung exercises like that. I wish you could all do it with me so you could feel it. But
okay, I'll do it with you. Hold on.
Okay, so put a couple of drops in.
Okay.
Put a couple of drops in.
Got it.
Tap them together. Tap them together. Don't rub
All
it
right.
in.
There we go.
And do a little, so put it over your mouth. Suck in as deep as you can.
All right. I got a second. Hold on.
Suck in.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. So this is you suck it in through the mouth. It goes down to the chest area. You can touch it to your chest, but if you suck it in and you hold it, okay, you will feel the inside. Yeah, suck it in and hold it. Good.
I don't know.
If it isn't it good, and I feel like even my voice is stronger. And those are lung exercises that I do for my chest, but I feel I empower my lungs. And that's how come Raven is RC's big ugly sister. It comes in the premium starter kit, but to get a big bottle of it, you can diffuse it. You could inhale it the way we're inhaling it. Go ahead, Mary Lee. Woo-hoo-hoo! Suck it in as deep as you can. And it's a way to give that love and support to your chest when needed. So you have no idea how many pharmaceuticals I'm able to skip over because of that Raven. It feels so good. The breath of life is not something any of us take for granted. Doesn't it feel good? Do you feel it?
Yes.
Feel it sucking it through your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. That was my little contribution today. That's what I came for.
Thank you. We're very happy that you contributed that. Okay, moving on.
We're on a ferry ride. I love it.
Yes, we are. Let me give you some facts and figures. I found my facts and figures. So let me bring this up for you here. If you were to get the 300 PV, you're getting freebies valuing $158. That means if you get all three of these, they sell for $158. So you get all that for free. If you get to the 200 PV, you get $107. So these two, the big one, $107. And if you do the 100 PV, you make sure you hit the 100 PV, you are getting it's $52. $52 Raven. That was longevity, but you'll be getting the big Raven like Claudia was showing you. Okay, now that you all know that, some few other graphics that I have to share with you. Just some fun stuff. There is a interesting kit, and I think it's only available this time of year. I'm not really sure. Essence of the Season. So I just wanted to show you how this all works out. Just get some ideas of things that you might be interested in. There's a powerhouse of different oils. There are 5 different oils in that kit, and they are beautiful, beautiful oils. But that is also a resin burner that Young Living sells. So they have a frankincense resin that you can burn in that. If you want the frankincense throughout your house, then you get the Raven for free. So on your loyalty order, it would be $129.75. The PV is $111, and you get $93 in freebies. Just throwing that out there so that you know. And I think I had another graphic like that I want to show you. Here's a fun graphic that I can share with you if you want to take a screenshot of this. This is how to make some spiced apple cider or pumpkin spice smoothie. So go ahead and get a screenshot of it, but we all love apple cider, especially when it starts getting cool, if Florida ever starts getting cool, that is. So you take apple cider, some cinnamon bark vitality, clove vitality, lemon vitality, and orange vitality, and just mix them all together and have some fun with some spiced apple cider. What if you want to, if you're a smoothie person, a lot of people make smoothies. We do at times in the morning. So take some milk or almond milk, pumpkin puree. This is really good. We actually made a face mask with pumpkin puree one time. Banana, maple syrup, cinnamon bark vitality, and nutmeg vitality. And you will enjoy that breakfast very much. So, or it could be a snack. So if you want to grab a screenshot of that, there you go. Thought I would throw that out there at you. And let's see what else I had for you. There's just one other one you might want to take a screenshot of. I just thought this was interesting. Not really on our subject, but I don't give you a lot of DIYs. So here's a DIY for you. If you want to make yourself some fabric softener, you have distilled water, Young Living's lavender conditioner for the hair, and some white vinegar. Shake it all up, and there you go. And it also has a little recipe there for a wrinkle release spray with conditioner, white vinegar, water, and a spray bottle. So instead of buying those things that are full of toxins, make your own. So just keep in mind, there's a wish list. We're going to show you how to use it, that you can, if you say this month you need your Ningxia Red and it's not within your budget to get something like the lavender conditioner to make your fabric softener, but you can have a wish list. And with that wish list, at another time, you're going to remember, oh, what did they talk about Friday night on class? And what are some of the things that I want to get? And if you also are within that range, say you're close to the 200 PV, well, what do I want to get? Oh, let me get a clove vitality so I can make that apple cider. Those are just some ideas for you, ways that you can use on your account, your wish list. Okay. So those are some ideas that I had for you. I'm getting all this stuff popping up. And any questions so far on the things that we've talked about before we go on to another subject? Anybody have any questions? Anything else that they want to add? Hi, Elvie. Nice to have you with us. I see you there. Let me see if you guys have any questions, because we're going to start talking about the website. So we've already shared with you how to make the most of your account by watching what you're purchasing. It was so sad last month. I actually sat down and was looking at what all my customers were doing. And I must have had 5 customers that purchased 82 PV, 97 PV, and they missed this beautiful oil that they could have had for free by a lip balm. If they had spent like $4, they would have got, what was last month's freebie?
Vanilla.
Yes. And that was it.
It's important for everybody to know what PV means. PV means point value. So you get rewarded on the point value of your order. And so if you've been with Young Living, especially, I know Mary Lee has been with Young Living for a while. Sometimes PV people just don't know, and you could miss out on a paycheck, which hurts more than even a vanilla. But the oils at the 100 PV, like Chris was saying, it's worth $40 to $50. So that means out of $100 order, to receive $50 back in merchandise is almost like Young Living is giving you 50% off. But if you do the 87 PV, the 93 PV, 90, 98, there's no way to make that up. You can't get the 100 level gift on any other order. So the loyalty order is your one shot deal that you want to keep your eye on. You want to make sure things didn't go out of stock, and you want to look, focus, train yourself to look at PV value. Stop looking at the tax and the shipping. You do not get rewarded for that. That goes for them. That goes to Caesar. It doesn't go for anything for you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So now we're gonna shift. Since you guys don't have any questions, we're gonna shift here. And I'm gonna pull up my website, or I'm gonna pull up a website, and I'm gonna walk you all through it. Because we want to make sure that you understand what's going on here. When you get on your website and you go to put in your monthly order, first of all, everyone purchasing from Young Living, you want to be on the loyalty order. This kind of freaks new people out because they're like, don't I have to purchase every month? No, you don't. If the first month you want to purchase one time, that's up to you. You will be missing a free diffuser. But if you are going to be purchasing $100, 100 PV, or one of our kits, you definitely want to be on the loyalty order, because then you're going to get that free Raven. Whatever is free, you're going to get it if you put it on a monthly order. If you don't put it on the monthly order, you will not get it. And as soon as your order processes within a couple days, if you're like, that's all I can do, I can't do anything next month, I know I don't want anything else, you can cancel your monthly order just right in there. And you can keep your freebie. You can keep your free Raven. You can keep your free vanilla. So everyone should purchase on the loyalty order, our new customers. I did have a new customer who just bought one thing. I felt really bad because they did not, if you don't purchase 100 PV to start with, or it's about $100, if you don't do that, you miss on a lot of things. So if you're a new customer thinking about starting with Young Living, being with us, you really want to think about waiting until you can get that kit, that bundle, that $100 order, a few things, because like this particular customer got one item. That's all they wanted to start with, and that's fine, but it just was so costly. What that customer missed out on was if you purchase 100 PV, your very first order, about $100, any of our kits will give you that. You get 10% off. So you're already, if you're spending $100, you're getting $10 back. So now it's only 90. So you're getting that 10% off. So that customer missed that. It's only on your first order that you get that 10% off. That customer also missed the 24% discount for a year, because if you purchase one of our kits to start with, not only do you get that 10% off, but you get 24% off. So you're actually getting 34% off of the retail prices. So really, when you start with Young Living, that is the way to do it. So let me go ahead and share my screen here so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right. Is everyone with me? This is the Young Living website. So I'm looking for something that I want to purchase, and I'm going to type in here, I want to get to know oils. So I want to get the premium starter kit. This is the way all of us started. This is the way you used to have to start, but you can start any way you want these days. So let's say I want to get this premium starter kit. So here's the premium starter kit. What's in it? In this premium starter, this is an international one. Hold on, let me go back and find if you travel, you might want that because plug is a little different. That's about the only thing different about it.
Put premium desert.
Okay.
There it is.
That's still the international one. Hold on.
Well, hit search when you put the premium desert.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, here we go. So I just want to explain, if there's new people watching this later, or if you want to tell your friends or family, this is the ultimate way to start, because this gives you frankincense at 34% off. This gives you Raven at 34% off. This gives you a free diffuser. This gives you Thieves hand sanitizer. This gives you the Thieves spray. This gives you so many beautiful oils, peace and calming and stress away for what everybody is dealing with. I mean, this is just an absolutely beautiful. Thieves is in there, lemon is in there, peppermint is in there. This is a beautiful, beautiful way to start your Young Living journey. So let's say I want to create a loyalty order. I'm going to start, like I said, that's really the way that you want to do it. You want to start with a loyalty order. So what does that do for you? So you see here, I've got my free Raven. I've got that 50 some dollar oil for free. That's great for my lungs. And when I go, I want to, what about a promo code? So if this is a new person, this is their very first order, you want to type in here, share YL, apply
Uh,
it.
do it capital. Oh, good.
Yeah. So then you get 10% off. So that $165 kit is now down to $148.50. So you're getting 12 oils, all these samples, and a free diffuser for $148. I mean,
And
it's
Raven.
just,
And Raven.
yes. And frankincense and Panaway is in there too. We didn't talk about Panaway. Panaway is a super pricey oil that's beautiful, your muscles, joints. Not only that, but you're also getting $9 put aside if for another time so that you can purchase whatever you want some other time for $9. So this is just, I just wanted to throw this out there. This is just an example. There's so many different kits. Say you don't want that kit. Let's go back and see a different idea. Let's start shopping. This is something that we are going to be doing as a team. We are going to have a challenge, and we are going to be doing it with Ningxia. So we're going to do this Rest and Renew challenge. So this is amazing if you like Ningxia Red or you want to try Ningxia Red, which is great for energy. It's great for your immune system. It's great for, it's a superfood antioxidant that you'd never be able to imagine how great this is. This is why, even though we had an income, not an income, but we were getting about $25 a month, we made sure we had our Ningxia Red because Javen had zero energy without his 1 ounce of Ningxia Red. So this is why I love this stuff so much. But you're getting, even if you don't want to do the challenge with us, you're getting 51 packets of Ningxia Red. And you can split those. If you're two in the household, 1 ounce for one, half for one, half for the other, because it's 2 ounces. You take 1 or 2 ounces a day if you're just drinking it. So that's 51 days worth of Ningxia Red for 2 people. If you do it that way, if you do it that way, I think it's $129. But if you want to go ahead and do it with us, the Rest and Restore Reset Challenge, you get your Deep Night Essence, which has no melatonin. You can take this every single night of your life. It's beautiful for deep sleep. And then you are also getting your Super Magnesium, which magnesium is a supplement a lot of people need these days. So we're going to do this challenge together. If you want to do it, grab it in the next week because we want to have it by October 21st. That's when we're starting our challenge. What if
How
you
much
just
is that kit? How much is that kit?
this
Reset.
this is 199. This one with the two supplements with it. But let's just do the kit without the supplements. Say I sleep good. I don't want to do the challenge. I don't want the Deep Night Essence. I don't want the I just want the Ningxia. I want those 52. I want those 52 let's see. I want those 52 every way around. You're going to get your 10% off if you do one of these kits, and you are going to still get that the 10% off. You're going to get your 24% off for an entire year. So say that particular customer I was telling you about who bought the one item had bought one of these kits and next month just wanted that one item, they would have gotten the 24% off. for an entire year, if you just want to purchase one thing, you get your 24% off. So that's the benefit of starting with a bundle too. So this particular bundle is just the 51 packets of Ningxia Red, and this is 129. This one is 129, just so you know. But we love this stuff. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you about that. And when you are doing your monthly orders, we were talking about PV. So let's look at PV. So here, let me see if I can see you guys. Okay. Here, when we go to our carts and we want to check out, we are going to put our promo code in. We are just getting the Ningxia. We're not getting anything else. We're going to put our ShareYL promo code in. And as we do that, you will see that the price is $116.10 now. $116.10 for 51 packets of Ningxia Red. So that is the benefit. But where do you see the PVs? So your PV is $116.10. See where it says the price with dollars? Underneath it, you'll see PV. Just so you know, if it's on your phone, I think it's side by side. So I just wanted to explain that to you all a little bit. And when you go, I think I'd have to log in to show that to you. When you go to your, after month by month, if you decide to keep buying the loyalty order, the first 3 months, you get 10% back. Then you start on the 4th month getting 20% back. And it's all in a little piggy bank for you that you can use anytime you want. So you want to check out how much you have. And then you want to put a card order in with that. When you get a good amount of points, I wait till $100, $200 worth of points go in there, and you put it in the cart and you say pay with your points. So you pay with all those free points that you've been getting from your monthly order. So those are the kind of things that I wanted to tell you about to make sure that you don't miss your freebies. You want to make sure you get your 10% off. You want to make sure you're getting your 24% off for the year. And a lot of my customers are missing that. So that's why I wanted to explain that to you. Okay, Claudia, what do you got for us?
Well, I'm really excited about, I cashed in, I'm looking at my points that I cashed in. I went shopping. Once you go shopping with the points from your loyalty order, you're going to start loving loyalty in a way that you might not love it now. Always remember that a loyalty order is not just oils. So it could be your beauty, it could be your muscle rub, it could be your skincare, it could be the cleaning of your home. The more you use your account to keep your space toxic free and you stock up on your points. So this week I cashed in 300 points. I got 4 bottles of Ningxia. I got lemon verbena, which I'm so excited about. I haven't been able to afford lemon verbena. And since I have a new puppy, I got a lot of the puppy scent, the animal scent line. So even the animal scent lotion, has any of you used the animal scent lotion?
No.
Any of you have dry, cracked heels? That
Dry.
animal scent lotion is like a block of gold, and it's very inexpensive. So sometimes when you see animal with it, you're like, well, it must be for a dog, but they're using all the ingredients. You know how like the kids line, there's so much of the kids line that sometimes we don't use because we're like, oh, it's for kids, but it's the best ingredients. It's the same thing with the animal scent line. So they have a big tub, a big container. It's called animal scent cream. And it's to put on an animal if they're hurt or in pain. But if you use it on your elbows, if you have dry, coarse, kinky hair, if you use it on the heels, overnight, it turns your skin to butter. So I wanted to give that out there because once you start cashing in your points, you'll never want to miss a loyalty order. A loyalty order, like Chris said, will never hold you hostage. I have so many people say, I don't want to be forced. And I remember feeling like that. But as long as you go into your account regularly, always look at the PV, always look at the day of the month that it goes out so you can make the needed changes and go with the checklist. You know, like I have this checklist. So I went and checked out the soaps. I checked out how all my soap dispensers are. I checked out my kitchen if I have enough Thieves dish soap, if I have the scrub. I went to my laundry room to make sure I don't run out of the laundry soap. And I do my checklist because using your loyalty order is cheaper than going to Walmart. And if you don't believe me, keep a tally, especially if you do a trip to Walmart that wasn't planned. Keep a tally at the end of the month of how much money you blew at Walmart. I used to blow like 80 bucks just running in and running out. And I'm like, what did I get? So now I don't get my vitamins from Walmart. I don't get my beauty cream from Walmart. I don't get my cleaners from Walmart or the dollar store. And of course, my essential oils only from Young Living. But your points add up pretty quick, especially once you hit the 20%. You're at the 25%, right, Chris? Yeah. So if she hits 300, you get like almost 80 points back. 80 points back. Do you get that at Walmart? Do you get that at Aldi's? Do you get that at GNC? Never, never. And so with people that have a tight budget, help them to see, because my husband is we used to call him El Cheapo, and he used to like die with what was spent at Young Living, but it evened out because my Walmart bill disappeared.
Nice, nice. So let me go ahead and show you guys something else here. Let me show you a wish list. I had told you a little bit about the wish list. So let me show you the wish list here. So are you looking at my wish list? I just want to make sure you're with me here.
Yep.
Okay. So here's how a wish list works, that you can go and you can create a wish list. Say you want to, this is which month? October, say November. You want to make a list for November. So you create this list and there's nothing in here. So you say, I want to get that Rest and Renew kit in November. So you just type in and then you hit add to cart, add. Let me see. Let me do it a little bit slower. Say you want Thieves next month too. It's winter time. Thieves essential oil. So you just type in the name, Thieves essential oil. Let's see if we can find it. Thieves essential oil. So see where it says add? This is going to add it to my wish list. So there you go. So now when November comes along, you've got these things in your wish list, and you're thinking maybe on our Friday classes or something we talked about that you really liked, like, okay, maybe next month I'll get that. So if you make a wish list for November, and then you're like, okay, I want to get this, I'm going to add that to my loyalty order. You just would push on this one and that would put it in your loyalty order. You know, sometimes we talk about some strange things. Maybe you don't remember the name of Raven or longevity, but you heard it in the class. Well, you can make a wish list. And then when it comes time for your monthly order, you're like, okay, let me add this to my monthly order. So I just thought I would share that with you, how a wish list. Or here's another idea. Like I had talked to somebody at the chiropractor, this was physical therapy, but she was very interested in all these citrus oils. So her name is Lauren, and she liked the grapefruit, the lemon, the grapefruit vitality, the lime. So I put these all in here because I didn't know if she wanted like a small one or a big one. So now what I can do when I go to Lauren, see where it says share? I just hit on share and then I copy the link to this and I text it to her. So she can hit on her link that I've texted to her and she can see all the things that I had taken them in and she was smelling all these oils. She can see the ones that she was smelling and she can say, oh, I really like that grapefruit. That one is $19.50 for the big one and it's $8.75 for the small one. Let me add this to my cart and I'm going to go ahead and get it. So if you have a friend, it's maybe somebody you talk to, you think they might like this particular product, you can make a wish list for them and then you just hit that share button and copy the link so that they can have access to what you talked about. Because later, this is all new to them. We do this a lot. We remember the names. We know what these products do, but other people don't. So those are some ideas that you can do for other people, and they don't have to search the whole website and try to find whatever you were talking about. This is your rewards that's what you have in points. This is your order history. There's also, if you're waiting for an order, you can also, it'll give you a tracking number so you can hit it and then find out when your things are coming. If you have a friend who is interested in getting some Young Living, but you want to make sure she's connected to you, because what happens with Young Living is if somebody orders and they didn't put your number or your name in, then they're kind of gone forever. It's really hard to get them to be your customer. So if you hit on this share YL, as you see it there, this will copy your link. And you can,
Jacqueline has a question.
oh, okay. That'll copy your link and you can just send it off to them. Go ahead, Jackie.
So two things. One, so once you create the wish list, it doesn't go into the cart automatically. You have to actually put it into the cart.
Yep.
Today I was doing calls with three brothers, and one of them said that he uses tea tree, cameline, chamomile, ginger oil, patchouli, and helichrysum with chrism that he couldn't pronounce. And I said, really, where are you getting that from? He said he couldn't think of the name of the company, but it's really, really good. And a brother had suggested it to him. So I said, well, find out because there's nothing better than Young Living. I was surprised I was even talking this to men, but nothing better than Young Living. And let me know because I can get those oils for you. But he's promoting it and he's not even part of our group. And I said, oh, I got to get on my job. But
So,
he uses those for joint aches. And he said, the brother told me these are the top of the lines to help with your joints. And I was just really impressed.
yeah.
And it was
But
all Young Living? It was Young Living?
he wasn't sure what the company, so I told him to find out the name of the company because it has to, I mean, come on, these particular ones, it have to be Young Living. But I told him to find out what the name of the company is and let me know because if it's not Young Living, I want to talk about it. He said, okay.
So what you can do is write his name down when you can title it any way you want, write his name down, and you can put those oils that you mentioned, you type them in the top, add, and share, and just text that off to him so that he can go bing, 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 put them in his cart and order them, and then he's connected with you.
Great. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, I can do that with my
Super
daughter and a
simple.
couple other people. Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah.
really like that. I'm going to try that. Okay.
Did you have another question or comment?
No, it was
Okay.
just that, and then I wasn't sure if once you created the wish list, does it automatically go in your cart? But no, you have to put it in. You just have the list there.
Yeah, exactly. And the nice part is that, and hopefully it doesn't go in a cart anyway, it'll go in a loyalty order. They have an option, create loyalty order or put it in the cart. There's two different things they can do. But like we said, if they put it in the loyalty order, it's 100 PV, then they get the free Raven this month.
Right.
And another thing too is you can change those lists around. You can delete them, you can rename them, and you can delete different products in that wish list if you so choose, or add different products in that wish list if you
So
choose.
let me understand. So I can create my own wish list, but I also can create a customer's wish list and
Yep,
send the information to the customer, and then the customer will get information on the different oils.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you can offer the 10% off coupon. And then you could tell him that your gift, the gift for the month of October is Raven. But if you see that he's at 100 or 200, you could say, you know something, I'm going to give you, because this order is so tremendous, I'm going to give you a free Raven and a free longevity if they qualify. And it doesn't cost you
Right.
anything, but it'll make him, he will be like, oh, she helped me get a coupon and she gave me free stuff. And your reputation will grow because you become
Right.
a fairy,
And another thing, let me show you again. I'm just going to go back to that wish list so you can see it. Yeah, this is the neatest thing. I mean, it took me a long time before I started using the wish list because I didn't understand it. But
Right.
what someone can do, so I'm just in this November wish list, but you see I have further down, I have like 100 different wish lists with people's names on them. Yeah. So if he says, I want to get this rest and renew kit, but I don't want the thieves, that's fine. he just puts this one item into his loyalty order or his cart. They have an option. And then this other one won't go there. So like the person I showed you that I had all of these citrus oils for, maybe she wants the big one. So she's going to add this to her loyalty order, the big grapefruit, but not the small. Okay, I'm going to skip that because I got the big one. Or maybe she just wants small and not the big. So this is a possibility. They just go through whatever it is you've set up for them and they can look at everything. They can even tap on it. Let me learn more about grapefruit. So you tap on grapefruit and they can read everything about grapefruit. So it is a really neat thing, the wish list. If you talk to somebody and they're interested in some products, but they're not ready to purchase, and then you still have it. That's what I found too. So you can look back, even if the person becomes your customer. Well, what was it they bought? Because we don't have any access to know what somebody's bought. But if they got the things from their wish list, then you know what they've got.
I love this. This is perfect. Okay, great. Thanks.
Thanks. Well, I'm glad you're able to use it. Any other questions? Anybody have any more questions? I know Mary Lee's all excited about the website, aren't you, Mary Lee? But we really have to understand it so that we can get the most out of it. We want and if we're trying to start a small business, then we also want to know how can we use the website to help other people too. Yeah, I think
Thieves cleaner.
Thieves Cleaner.
That's what I need on my next order.
Okay, thank you. All right.
And also, Mary Lee, take a look at the Thieves Cleaning Bundle, because sometimes I order that and that keeps me stocked for quite some time because Thieves oil is in it, the scrub is in it, it has everything in it. I order that every once in a while because it's such a steal and you can only get it on loyalty. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Chris takes care of me on that. I don't know. She tells me what to do and not to
Okay.
do
All
when
right.
I'm ready to order.
all right.
Okay.
I think Lisa has some more details for us.
You
Looks like
covered
she's
so
ready
many.
to go.
You covered so many good things, and again, I apologize for the transport, but that's our busy lives all the time. I want a couple of things I just wanted to add in there. When you start getting people underneath you, and you start getting a check from the company, it's the most exciting thing. I think my first check I got was, I think like $17 or something. But it makes you realize, it makes you understand how it can happen. And when you get that first check, you're just okay. It is something. And that's why when you see people, when there's activity underneath you, you always want to pay attention. I think Chris went through all that about, a few people was 75 cents off last month, but she fixed it. But the thing is that if you know that you're going to be getting a check, make sure you are at 100 100, not at $99, and you're going to miss that $50 Raven. Wow. That's, like Chris went over that. But the other thing is, if your check is under $25, it will go as credit into your account. And so the next month when you put the order in, you'll have a credit on there, and you have to kind of pull it up on the side to see if you have any credits. It's on the sidebar that mentions order history, all those things. It'll say credits. If you push on there, you might have a credit in there. You never know. But you won't get a check, but it will be in the form of credit. I just want to mention that was something I had to figure out. And again, the difference between loyalty and customer. When you're first starting out this, it's a little bit overwhelming, and it can be very confusing. The other thing is just play with it. Just go on those little tabs and just push them all and see what they all do. See what virtual office does, and then it opens up something else. See what commission, you press on organization, you press on commissions and wallet. And then you start figuring it out. But sometimes it does take a long time when people are starting out new, and we're in the trenches here. So I know Chris has been around for a while, you assume everyone knows this stuff, but when you're new, it is all a learning experience. But just really to have fun with it. But I think you covered everything. I think that I always just try to think about it when I'm starting, how I feel about it, and it can be overwhelming. And I think Jacqueline, she's learning that wish list thing. I saw that. I've never used it. So now I know, right? But anyway,
Go ahead,
that's
Jeff. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
So I'm a married lady. I've been letting Rochelle always do it for me. So I'm not familiar with it at all, but I insist that I am going to learn how to work this. But what I really like about the wish list, because I was telling Rochelle that when I'm looking to listen to these meetings every week, everybody has their own road, and I'm on everybody's road. I have to focus on what I need from me and stick to that and really get familiar with what's just going to really help me. But as I talk to different ones and I listen to their situations, I want to be able to send some information to them about what I think will help them. So creating a wish
yeah.
list just so you can have information about a potential customer and what they need. This is a great idea because now I can send them something and pique their interest and let them know that, we're having these meetings on Fridays. And if you'd like to learn more, but if not, go to the website. So I love this idea of a wish list because then I don't have to figure out who said what and try to remember what I love it. I love it. Work on that.
Perfect. Thank you guys for hanging out. There was some technical stuff going on tonight. We're gonna make it a lot more fun next week because what are we doing next week? Who
We're
knows?
doing the Ningxia reset benefits.
There we go. That's what we're doing next week. Okay, so
Does that mean in the class?
I think so because we're supposed to have some company here next week. Yeah. I think I'm
So
going to
I'm
be
gonna be
leaving.
talking about it, girls.
So I will be leaving you all next Friday and probably not the other Friday too. And then I know that one, back to basics with Claudia.
So
So
I would love to get more people to our class, and I want to have more interaction with our class. So the Ningxia Reset, bring your stories, especially if you've been taking Ningxia. I have a few testimonies I saved for the class. And we'll talk about the budget and stuff. So I gave a box to my daughter today because I really gave her a talk. She has to start taking care of herself. You can't do it for somebody else, even when it's your kid. Each person, you have your own load to carry, but it's good to inspire others. So our class is going to be on Ningxia Reset, ways that you could make it budget friendly. The easiest way to get it on your personal account, and that will be me next Friday.
yep. So have fun, ladies. Take some notes and let me know what Claudia was up to when I get back. So take care.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Thanks.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for pitching in there.
It was my day didn't was your day my day didn't go as planned, but I got to hear about what happened with you.
Oh, today I just cleaned, but I was going to show you guys this, but I could see it was getting too long anyway. Look at this, Lisa. If you want to cry, do you want to cry or should I not show you?
I don't know.
This
I
was,
don't know. I hope it's not your car. Is it your car?
no, we were fine, but I went to help a sister. It was very interesting. I went to help a sister whose house got flooded. So let me show you. I took a video on the way out of her place. Let me show this to you.
Oh, good.
This is the neighborhood.
Oh my goodness. And where was this at, Chris?
It's St. Pete. It's down the street
Yeah.
from everybody's house. Yeah.
Oh my,
It's the whole
oh
neighborhood.
my,
They all got flooded. None of them have ever been flooded before. They've all lived there, I don't know, 30 years. Nothing's ever happened. They were just
it's
taking everything out of her house and pitching it in the street.
it's disheartening. There was a lady on the news and her little 4-year-old boy got down the river and he cried, Jesus, Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. And she's like giving the interview. 4 years old, she lost her parents and the 4-year-old son.
Oh, he'll be
And
back in the resurrection.
he's,
Like Jesus.
yeah. And she said, what's comforting to her, she said, is that he learned to say,
yeah.
he wasn't crying for mom.
Yeah.
He was crying. And that she goes, what connected was that he understood there was something bigger than even mom
Yep.
that he, so, and I'm wondering, how did he know that? But I'm, it's almost like I said before, these are things that humans aren't supposed to be dealing with,
Right. Exactly.
but we're in the critical times. And
Super
when you
critical.
mentioned 30 years, people probably thought, oh, there's been hurricanes gone through before, and they kind of, it was all this warning, and then it was nothing. It was a category 1 tropical storm. And then they probably thought that a lot this time around, because I don't think any of these people were suspecting that happening.
Nope.
I'm very sad to hear that. My daughter's friends, the Youngs, Clinton and Kelsey Young, they're in the LDC in Florida. And they've been working on a Kingdom Hall. Savannah went down there and helped them with the Kingdom Hall just recently, about a month ago. And he said, so far, so good. They're smooth sailing. This is before the hurricane.
Oh my
And I
God.
go,
Where
the
are they in
world
Florida?
is starting to taper off.
Do you know where in
Oh
Florida they
my
are?
goodness. They haven't even announced, they'll announce it on the thing, but
Well,
sorry.
our area here are, they have a special, they announced last night, anyone who can go, just go help. They need to get this stuff out of their homes to get them dried out. But yeah, it was very interesting. I don't know how many brothers went earlier, but I did my house and then I went there. So I was only there a short time. But I mean, I was just coming home and saying, this is why we still need to do the preaching work, because I walk in, I'm like, am I at the right address? Because they announce, wear the proper clothes, they tell you what to wear.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
I see all these women with tights on, like tight, like exercise tights and little bra.
Yoga pants. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then this guy had his hair, you can imagine it could be a brother with a beard, but he had his hair back in a ponytail. And I'm like, who are these people? Am I in the right place? So what it was some gym. The guy, I talked to him a little bit, but they were all from a gym. They all exercise together. Somebody owned, I think maybe the one lady who was telling everyone what to do owns the gym. But he said, my house got flooded. I'm done taking care of mine. And we all decided to come and just help somebody. So they just showed up there at her house, and they were like buff, and they were carrying all this stuff out. I'm like, okay, Jehovah provides. Maybe the brothers weren't up to it, but there was,
And the thing, and we're good at organizing. I think it's the one skill as witnesses. We have been taught so many skills, but organizing for these things, people want to help.
yeah.
But yeah,
They just showed up
I,
at the house. They said they could see she needed help. So they all, four of them went there. But I mean, and then they did mention some kind of a church group or something later. I don't know, because we were talking about our religion. But so then and then a guy pulls up with a what are those, smoker on the back of his car. And,
yeah.
and he had cooked all this food and he was giving it to all the people. And I'm like, what inspired you to do this? Well, if we don't all pitch in together, we're not going to make it. He's like, I'm a youth pastor or something. So I was just thinking, how, it's just why we still need to go preaching. There's people out there trying to do the right thing, but they don't have a clue how.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I always take my little JW. It's hard because with you're doing that. I either put my
I know.
JW hat on or my young.
I know. We have two cars. I was just thinking, I think I'm going to give both to everybody. Like, here, if you're interested in,
Yeah,
or if you'd like a free Bible study, I do that also.
I. It's hard. Yeah, and I things are cooking this month, and I'll tell you, those are some great offers. Like you said, $50. The longevity, the other one, they're pretty beefy gifts. So I think there's some things cooking. Something else came up today. I had to go over to the east side, so with my mom. So anyway, it's how life is.
I know. You
But
hang in there, okay? We're gonna
we're gonna,
work hard to get you to executive. My other girls, see if you can't get on that. Just look at your calendar
yeah,
and put 3 days, and even if you can't do it, just plan it so that
yeah,
your
I do.
girls, they're like, they're not saying anything like, oh, brother, I get crickets out of them. But if you do it, maybe they'll do it. I'm like, okay, me
And
and
this is in
Lisa are planned.
this,
What about you two?
yeah, and this is like in Rochelle's line, and I text Sue and I said, Sue, hop on. because I really like to. I mean, Sue's got her own stuff going on, but I just said hop on. I asked, like it's all I can do is put people on. We're gonna go over the gifts and virtual office a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So what I'm going to do is
Yeah.
I'm going to put this right now on YouTube. I'll send you the link and you can say, hey, I saw you weren't able to. Here's the link.
What,
It doesn't
I
have
just
to
really,
watch it.
yeah. Should I have just shut my whole screen off? I probably should. I hope I wasn't too.
No, that's fine.
My screen. I hope it wasn't like that. I just realized there was a moment when I didn't have my video off,
No,
but I just put, yeah, okay.
it was good. No, but
yeah.
honestly, I'm going to do that with some people too who need this information. I'm going to tell them, hey, I didn't get to invite you. Maybe you forgot. Please watch this later if you want to understand the virtual office better or the free gifts. And they don't
That's a
have
good
to
idea.
watch it. It's like they can ignore you if they want, but maybe
Yeah.
they'll pop it on and hopefully it wasn't too lengthy.
Sure.
Yeah.
How it is. It's like it'll work for them. So
Yeah.
when it does the time, it's of the schedule. So
Exactly.
The annual meeting's tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch it early. Are you gonna watch it?
Oh, I mean, you're going to watch it live, right?
My Wyatt, my mom and I are gonna watch it early Saturday morning. So it's very
Right.
early on the West Coast. It's like 6 a.m. But yes, I love it.
It is
What an
6:45.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
get to do that.
yeah, no, as special pioneers now, we get to watch all those things. I mean, we don't get a link anymore. We just can get on. So we're having some people over to watch it. Yeah.
Excellent. What a good idea. Yeah.
It's so beautiful they include us because we got to watch the Gilead Grab. We get to watch morning worships, the Monday night watchtower. So it's a beautiful privilege. They're like our special pioneers and COs are falling apart spiritually. Let's let them in on these programs.
I'm really glad you said that because Raleigh and Kaylee in the Philippines, they can't get access to it.
Right.
They're Bethelites, but they're no longer the New
US
York.
branch.
Yes. So Wyatt had to send a link to them so they can watch it, but I was glad. So yeah.
That's the privilege of having a kid at Bethel. Good job.
Well, two.
Yes.
Two. The
Yeah.
other ones, I mean, I gotta talk to them, but yeah, I'm grateful. That's all I can say. And I never hold them to anything. We never know what happens in the future. And my daughter's still pioneering, believe it or not. She did get a job. She's on the road a lot more. And she did get a job though. And because she was falling apart too, she felt like, how can I keep my pioneering going and financially? So let's pray for her too, because it's hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
You
But
hang in there too. You're dealing with a lot.
I all of us, Kristen, you know what? We just got to keep hanging in there. I get, we just had the CO visit over here and I know what they go through. I know it,
Tomorrow we'll get our shot in the arm and be ready for another 6-8 months.
yeah, I love it. So we'll be doing that. So thanks, Chris. We'll be in touch this week. Okay.
Take care. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.